There comes a moment in every life, often quietly, in the early morning or late at night when no one is watching, when a simple step feels heavier than it used to, and the legs that once carried us effortlessly through long days begin to whisper their discomfort. And if you're a senior living with that slow, stubborn ache in your calves or the stiffness that sits deep in the joints, you may know that feeling all too well. The worry that this pain might be your new normal, the fear that mobility is slipping away little by little, the hope that something gentle, natural, and nurturing might still make a difference. And as we talk together now, in this calm moment, I want you to imagine not forcing your strength back, but inviting it back, slowly, kindly, like welcoming an old friend home. Because so much of what we feel in our legs, whether it's the fatigue that shows up after short walks or the tightness that flares when we stand up after resting, often comes from tiny changes inside the body that build up over the years. Things like gradual inflammation around the muscles, a quiet slowdown in blood flow, or the simple truth that our tissues don't hold moisture quite the way they once did. And none of this is your fault. None of it means you are weak. It simply means the body is asking for a different kind of support, the kind rooted in nourishment rather than force. And that's where a simple, natural daily habit can offer more comfort than people expect, especially one that works gently with the body rather than pushing against it. One of those habits, surprisingly effective and wonderfully soothing, is a morning glass of warm water mixed with fresh lemon and a small spoon of pure chia seeds, a combination seniors often overlook because it seems almost too simple to matter. Yet the way it interacts with aging muscles and circulation makes an enormous difference over time. And the science behind it is surprisingly hopeful, because warm water helps expand blood vessels just enough to nudge better flow into the legs, while lemon brings natural antioxidants that ease the microinflammation often responsible for that tight, burning sensation many seniors feel when they walk, and chia seeds, once they soften and swell in the warm water, release omega-3 fatty acids and hydrating gel-like fibers that help cushion muscles, reducing the friction that tends to cause that deep, dragging soreness. The beauty of this remedy is its gentleness. No strain, no discomfort, nothing harsh on the stomach. And using it is as simple as choosing a quiet moment each morning, ideally before breakfast, when your body is still waking up. You take 1 cup of warm water, not too hot, just enough to feel comforting in your chest as you sip. Squeeze in the juice of half a lemon, then add a teaspoon of chia seeds and let them sit for 5 to 10 minutes until they soften and form a light, soothing thickness. And then you drink slowly, without rushing, giving your body time to absorb the warmth and the nutrients. And if you repeat this daily, not perfectly but consistently, something begins to shift, gently, quietly, almost like the body remembering something it thought it had forgotten. Many seniors describe the first changes after about a week, not dramatic, but noticeable. A sense that the legs warm up a little faster in the morning, that the first steps feel less stiff, that the heaviness in the calves fades sooner, and sometimes a light, almost refreshing tingling begins to replace the tightness. Over more weeks, with steady use, the improvements often deepen. Walking becomes smoother, the muscles feel more supported, and the burning or aching sensations that once appeared too quickly start taking longer to show up, or even disappear entirely on some days, because the body finally has a hydration, circulation, and gentle anti-inflammatory support it has been quietly asking for. And what matters just as much as the physical relief is the emotional shift that follows. That quiet relief of realizing you can trust your steps again, that you don't have to brace yourself before standing. That mobility is not slipping away, but slowly being restored with every small choice you make. And this kind of daily nourishment doesn't just soothe the legs, it builds a rhythm of care. A reminder that healing at any age happens not from pushing harder, but from listening to what the body needs and giving it the consistency it deserves. As this habit becomes part of your mornings, you may find yourself paying more attention to how you move, maybe taking a slightly longer walk, maybe stretching your feet before bed, maybe noticing your balance improving as your legs feel more alive and ready beneath you. And every time you sip that warm, calming drink, you are sending your body a message of encouragement, a message that says, I am still here, I am still trying. I am still worthy of comfort and ease. Sometimes, the smallest practices bring back the greatest confidence, because healing rarely arrives all at once. It arrives in gentle waves, in soft awakenings, in the slow return of strength you thought time had taken from you. And if you stay patient, if you stay kind to yourself, you may look back months from now and realize that you are walking not with fear, but with quiet courage, perhaps even feeling a touch of a lightness you had in your younger years, as though your legs finally remember what it felt like to move freely. So as we end this moment together, I hope you carry with you not just the remedy, but the reminder that your body is still capable of renewal, that aging is not a closing door, but a shifting landscape. And if you nurture it with compassion, warmth, and simple habits like this one, you may find yourself walking with more grace, more ease, and more gratitude than you imagined, step by step, breath by breath, day by day, because you truly deserve to feel steady, supported, and alive in every step you take.